Well, no mai Rarawa, welcome to Kaitaia Recycle Refuge Station. This is the main transfer station that Clean Streams Northland operates on behalf of Far North District Council. The facility itself is owned by Far North District Council, and Clean Stream Northland is the managers of the site. A lot of the equipment that is on the site is owned by Clean Streams Northland, which is a 50-50 joint venture between Te Runanga, Te Rarawa and the Community Business Environment Centre here in Kaitaia. Overall, if we look at our past years, we divert about 70% of the district's waste stream away from the Ahipara landfill. The Ahipara landfill is the only landfill we have here in the far north, and it's expected over the next 2 to 3 years that this landfill will be past its use-by date. So, as you can see, this area here is called the sorting table, and it is staffed by really good staff and friendly staff that are always helpful to our community. So we recycle a whole lot of different products here. We've got tin at the back here, we've got green glass, which is separated by staff, brown glass and clear glass as well. We've also got on this table here an area for aluminium cans, milk bottles which are separated out, alongside other plastics like your baking powders and janitorial type bottles as well. And this area in here is our stormwater wastewater treatment plant. Through here, all the water that gets captured on the site goes through a filtration process where all the oil is separated from the water, and all of the good clean water is then sprinkled up on the native forest area that we planted there. And it goes through this wetland system that just works for this plant. And just over here in this tank here is where all of the oils and that type of contaminants are stored. And at a later date we get a septic truck, they come in and empty it all out and we dispose of it. Up here in this container, sea container, this one's about halfway full of green glass. That once this is filled right to the top, we got about 8 tonne of bottle in here, and this goes off down to Auckland and is taken by Paper Plus and the bottle companies down there. They like our product because of the value and the cleanliness in which we're able to take it to them. Well, this part of the Kaitaia transfer station is where we get value-added product out of all the scrap metal and all of the electronic waste and all of that type of waste that comes through the site, where our workers separate out the different types of metal there are, from copper, stainless steel and all of that, so that when they do go to a market we get a much more better value pricing. Yeah, and this part of our shop is our what we call the All Sorts. It's our second time round shop, and every bit of second-hand good that comes through here is reused, and we also have community members that actually drop off unwanted items to the shop. But as you can see, there's a variety of items here, from books to beds to tables, couches, clothing. We even have a section out the back there, as you can see, where we've got computers as well that have been refurbished and offered up for sale. and they're a lot more cheaper and affordable for those families that can't afford a new computer. And just outside there we've got a hardware section where we've also got things like sink benches, toilets, basins, all of that kind of DIY type wear for homes, so that they're all at affordable prices. Right, this area here is called our settling bay, and all the product that we get and baled into these bales are left here until they're ready to go to the market. Each bale itself weighs in at about 350 to 400 kilograms, so they're quite heavy, and it takes a fork hoist to move one of them. To give you an idea of how much say plastic it takes to create one of these 350 kg bales, you're looking at about 1.5 sea containers to make just one bale. And by throughout the years that we've been involved, we've managed to add value to how we do business and how to present products such as this to buyers in a way that will give us the highest value in the markets out there. So for us, back in when we first got involved, the kaupapa for us getting involved was we wanted to do something that reflected kaitiakitanga. And what was the best way to do it? By cleaning up the rubbish here in the far north. Oh, and welcome to our production room. All of these frames here are getting ready to go out into different communities and onto our hapu marae. Currently at the moment, one of the examples we've got out in Kawarenga is that Ohaki marae, where they have a system all set up, and we go out and service that marae, or they take their recycled bag product into Broadwood, and that's all provided free of charge to them. Throughout the whole far north, and where do you think all of our recyclables come from? We actually manage and operate 10 different transfer stations around the far north, the furthest one being up in Te Kao, right down to the east coast over in Taipa, across to the Hokianga at Kohukohu, out the west coast to Pangaru, and coming back to Herekino and Ahipara.
My name's John Rudolph. I'm the chairman for Ohaki Marae, and the recycling bin, I can look down there, is it gets used really good here, but it's just teaching the people how to clean things when they put them into the recycling centre, into the recycling bins, because you get cans and that sort of thing, and they're so used to just throwing things in the rubbish, so they're getting there slowly. It's just when we do the clean-ups, I got to run them through cleaning out empty tins, and some people are really still in the old way of just throwing things in the bin, but then I try and explain to them about recycling a bit better. Not that I know everything about recycling, but how much it breaks down your rubbish when it's sorted out properly. And yeah, it works well, it's working well. We went this way because of that fact that there was so much rubbish, and when you had a rubbish bag, when you took it out and sorted out your rubbish, how much rubbish you had at the end of the day. And that's sort of, well, that's what I do at home anyway, and sort of bringing it to the marae and teaching everybody that it's starting to work. Slowly, but it's getting there. I mean, we've got regular cooks in the kitchen, and they all sort of seem to know now to keep plastics and cardboards and tins, all those sort of things, because it just eliminates all the rubbish from going to the tip, because we end up just keeping a pig bin now, and we basically end up with no rubbish. It all gets recycled.